So what does that mean for us? Well, the high reliabilities have been implemented in all classrooms to varying degrees this year. They've been incorporated into our term plans and are meant to be in our weekly plans. I think this needs to be a further focus still for next year, so it's an ongoing thing. As people say, you're sort of building up and trying to build to that perfect model. I don't think you quite get there because you're always revisiting. The SIG team devised non-negotiables that were agreed upon as a whole staff, with the expectation that the high reliabilities were built into their teaching practice. This was established at Johnson Street campus early this year. And also that we had explicit focus clearly stated and written so it was visible for children to see. And also to have that understanding of what is it that we actually want students to know at the end of the lesson, what's going to be happening, why we're doing this, what's the purpose. So there was that explicit focus. We tried to develop that common language of students and teachers. We use cue cards to assist students with the meaning-making motor and the ability to recall and internalise these strategies that help to build their meaning-making motor. Created resources for teachers that were from either the AIZ sessions this year with Lorraine Edwards or from the 7 high reliability strategies. Have a big folder in the staff room for the staff to access. It's readily available and there for them to use, and also to give them ideas as to how they might implement some of these strategies into their classroom. And also lots of readings and things that we thought were quite relevant to where we might be heading for vocab and things like that. Evidence. So here, we've got a little movie.
Just when the big bad wolf carried Grandma and took the clothes and the hat off of her, he locked Grandma into the closet and pretended to be Grandma and wait for Little Red Riding Hood to come. The better to hear you, my dear. What big teeth you have, the better to eat you. Take that test.
What's the difference between paraphrasing and summarising? Because that's what you're working on this morning, isn't it?
Yes. Paraphrasing is reading the whole text and saying it in your own words so you can understand the text better. And summarising is getting the main ideas and putting them in the text.
The front cover, what else might help you?
The title.
The title might help you predict. So who's in the shed? The title might, let's write these down. So I agree. The title might help you predict. The front cover, what else? Aria.
Picture.
Picture, what else? Yana.
Characters.
The characters. And what do you know about these characters?
They're farming.
They're farm animals. So that's something that you already, so don't forget to use that. Things that you already know, they might help you to predict.
Longer version, because summarising it only gives you like one sentence or 2 sentences. So,
And what do you put in the summary?
the main point.
Okay.
Brian is in his room and there's a computer on his case and he is watching it to see if anything comes out. And if he yells, he's scared something's going to come out and it will break. And he doesn't want that.
Yeah.
What I found was that Ayhan, you tried to summarise, but you actually paraphrased. You were doing what Zoe and Dylan were saying. So when you're summarising, you are finding the main points and putting it as clear language as you can. not putting the details in. So a summary from the paraphrase that I heard, I would say the summary is, Brian found a cocoon and he didn't want to disturb it. And that would be a summary.
I'm on my way from misery to
Sorry, trying to make that bit.
I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. I'm on my way to what I want from this world. And years from now, you'll make it to.
Chrissy, what do you use when you're reading?
I use paraphrasing, summarising, and reading on.
Okay, so when you're paraphrasing, what are you doing?
You're putting the paragraph into your own words.
Okay, what does that help you?
When I put in my own words instead of someone else's words, it just makes me understand it because I know the word that I read.
Do it.
When I read aloud, it makes me it helps me feel it makes me understand the word better. Because,
And
it helps us understand it better because we can hear it better and when it's in our head.
When really little readers have trouble finding out a sentence or paragraph, they will go
Wobbly hand.
to read on to another paragraph or sentence, and then if they can't find like that, they'll probably paraphrase it and use different, more easier words or something like that.
summarise it. So she paraphrased, didn't she? What did she do when she paraphrased?
She got the main bits.
And
She put it into her own words.
that's right. Now, would you have a go at summarising? What do you do when you summarise?
You get the main bits. Grayson and Maniac. Well, first, Grayson said, that I'm gonna quit the job. And then he said, let's go to dinner. And then Maniac thought that he was serious, for real, yeah. And then after that, Grayson was only joking. But then Grayson took him out to the nearest diner, anyway, yeah. And then Grayson, he only drank a cup of coffee because he wasn't that hungry. And Maniac, he ate lots and lots of things, yeah.
Okay, I think you paraphrased, actually.